You think the guy with a PhD knows what comes next? A Nobel Prize winner just admitted our entire profession failed to see the last crisis because we were too busy looking at efficiency charts while ignoring human reality. This isn't about missing data, it is about linear thinking in a world driven by luck and overconfidence. We used artificial intelligence to test how experts actually perform, and the results prove that relying on consensus forecasts for your life decisions is statistically dangerous. The good news is you do not need better crystal balls to win at money. You only need to stop trying to predict the future like fortune tellers and start building a plan that works whether the expert is right or wrong. The irony of modern economics is stark when we look at the evidence provided by experts themselves. Nobel laureate Angus Deaton recently argued that the economics profession has prospered as an academic field while failing to prevent major financial crises because it was obsessed with mathematical efficiency and neglected ethics, power dynamics, and actual human well-being. Economists often treat people as isolated units in a model rather than members of communities facing real risks. This leads to theories that look perfect on paper but collapse the moment they touch reality. When these models fail to predict recessions or market crashes, it is not because there was a lack of data. It is because experts suffer from overconfidence and assume that past trends will continue in a straight line forever. Research by Wolfers and Zitzowitz demonstrates this clearly through their analysis of prediction markets versus expert consensus. They found that while individual experts frequently rely on linear extrapolation, the collective intelligence of diverse groups consistently outperforms even sophisticated statistical models. Prediction markets aggregate probabilistic views rather than relying on a single confident opinion from an analyst with a PhD. This suggests that the more complex and certain we try to sound about the future, the less accurate our predictions actually become. The human element introduces variables like fear and hope that no linear equation can capture without constant revision. Quick resource note: I keep a curated set of Amazon search links in the description for books, gear, and tools relevant to this channel's topics. Some are affiliate links, so I may earn a commission at no extra cost to you. Please consider supporting the channel by using those links if you find something useful. This brings us to a surprising realization about wealth itself. We often assume that high net worth individuals are smarter investors who have cracked the code on market behavior through superior insight or better forecasting skills. However, a study of 2,484 millionaires published as NBER Working Paper number 2200 reveals something quite different. These wealthy people hold the exact same core beliefs about how markets work as average households do. They are not predicting the future any better than you or I are. The difference is that their larger wealth cushion allows them to withstand volatility without panic, while others might sell at the bottom out of fear. Even more strikingly, 42% of these millionaires still believe that past performance predicts future skill. This is a cognitive bias proven false by academic data, yet it persists among those who have achieved financial success. They think they are skilled forecasters because their investments worked for them recently, but the study shows this belief does not correlate with actual predictive ability in complex systems. If you look at the very top of wealth distribution, variables like education level or even physical attractiveness lose all predictive power regarding net worth among billionaires. A separate analysis by Hammermesh and Lee found that luck plays a dominant role over individual merit at the extreme upper end of the income scale. The study was published as NBER Working Paper number 29361 on October 7, 2021, after analyzing data from the top 0.1% of earners compared against all employees in the American Community Survey data from 2018. The researchers looked at a sample size representing this elite group to ensure diverse perspectives across gender and ethnicity were included. They found no correlation between being attractive or highly educated and actually becoming a billionaire through skill alone. This means that even if you follow every expert's advice perfectly, your outcome may still be heavily influenced by random chance rather than superior analysis. So how do we win when the experts are wrong? The answer lies in shifting from fortune-telling to risk management. Since consensus forecasts often fail due to structural flaws in how we model human behavior, viewers should stop trying to time the market or predict specific outcomes based on what a pundit says next week. Instead of chasing a single prediction that might be off by miles, you must build portfolios that account for uncertainty from day one. This means embracing probabilistic frameworks where you ask yourself, what are the odds rather than will this happen? You need to align your investments with your own specific risk tolerance and life timeline instead of trying to match an expert's GDP forecast or inflation projection. Your savings rate, diversification strategy, and spending habits during different economic regimes are things you actually control. When a recession hits or interest rates rise, the experts will offer conflicting reasons why it happened and when it ends. You do not need those answers to keep moving forward if your plan was built for this exact scenario of uncertainty from the start. The real advantage comes from acknowledging that no one knows for sure. By accepting that luck plays a massive role in wealth accumulation, you stop blaming yourself or experts when predictions fail and focus on what remains constant within your reach. You build resilience not by guessing correctly about the next quarter's earnings report, but by ensuring your personal finances can survive any outcome. This is how ordinary people outperform the financial establishment over decades without needing insider knowledge or a crystal ball that never breaks. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I am a one-person team working hard to make each video better than the last. Subscribe if you found value. It is the best way to show support. Drop a comment with your biggest takeaway. See you in the next video.